posted a video about home ownership sabotage. And we were showing with a article from the Brookings Institute that how we are completely sabotaged when we try to buy homes versus a white person, or when we try to sell homes. Now we have a short clip to show you of evidence of what that report was saying. This report is going to show how they treat black people and how they treat white people. And when I told you that the main thing in this country is to sabotage us at every step of the way, I mean that completely. Let's go ahead and roll that clip.
Was the black tester and Cindy Perry was the white tester, and they met with office in Cold Spring Harbor. They asked for the same thing. As often happens, the agent discussed getting pre-qualified or pre-approved for a mortgage by a bank, showing how much a buyer can spend on a house.
You pre-qualified, I guess? My husband's working with somebody in a bank. We've done some preliminary talks, about getting pre-approval.
Neither had been pre-approved or pre-qualified. Here's what the agent told the black tester.
So I really need that. I won't take out any money unless you have a pre-qualification letter. So I need to know that I can't pre-qualify for a mortgage. Oh, so that means I can't go out to see anything. I won't do it. You can try another person, but I don't have the time.
And without pre-approval, here's what the agent told the white tester.
What is your availability? When can you start looking at houses? I would say not this coming week.
Cindy received 79 listings from this agent. Johnny May couldn't get any listings. And Cindy, the white tester, received 2 home tours. They had the same finances, the same budget, and they made the same request in the same area. But one was white, the other was black. The agent treated them differently. Did not respond to a letter, calls, and emails. Her agency's property's co-owner and 2 branch managers viewed the recordings and declined to comment.
A 3-year undercover Newsday investigation revealed evidence of widespread hidden discrimination by real estate agents brokering home sales across Long Island. For Hispanic home seekers, evidence of unfair treatment emerged 39% of the time. For Asians, the rate was 19%. Black house hunters in the investigation risked unequal, lesser access to homes and communities just about half the time when compared to white buyers.
Kelvin Toon is a black man in his early 50s, and he went in to meet with an agent involving a test in the Brentwood community, a community that is 80% Hispanic and black. The agent communicated to Kelvin, our black tester, that she enjoyed meeting with clients from the Brentwood area.
Every time I get a new listing in Brentwood or a new client, I get so excited because they're the nicest people.
When we sent Kelvin's counterpart in to meet with the same agent, the white tester was actually warned about Brentwood not being a nice place.
The nursing home we need to be near is in Brentwood.
Okay.
And so we found a couple that are in Brentwood too.
Pretty close to each other.
Okay. And it just seemed like those would be handy also for going to visit.
Do you want to give me them and I'll look into them for you? Or?
Yeah, I can do that.
That warning came later to the white testers saying there was concern about gang activity going on in Brentwood. This agent wanted the white tester to know, but that information wasn't provided to Kelvin, the black tester. The agent centered black tester Kelvin on Brentwood in 27 house listings, while the white tester got 0 listings in Brentwood and was directed towards much whiter neighborhoods.
So you saw exactly everything that happened. How more blatant can you be? See, when I talk to you guys about the sabotage, that's what bothered me more than anything. I can care less you call me an N-word or whatever name you want to call me. It's the sabotage of black people's hard work. It's making them go through extra steps just to get one little thing. You saw the lady that said the same thing. I don't have pre-qualification yet. Oh, I can't show you nothing. I ain't got time. But the white woman get to see 79 different homes with the same thing. Same thing, but just because of the color of your skin, that's the way you treat it. And it's like that in this country in every area for us. For me, as I told you guys before, I understand it and I'm completely sick of it. And this is not going to change because these people don't want to change it. Because if they wanted to change it, they could change it like this overnight. And they don't want to. This is why you always hear me say, once I went the first time to the continent in Ethiopia and saw, wait a minute, we treat like human beings here. Wait a minute, you can't be sabotaged on color here. It is what it is. You do what you got to do here. I say, oh man, I got to come back and tell the brothers and sisters at home. And y'all know when I made that live stream while I was there, it's like I feel like a new man being over there, just freedom of that oppression. It ain't nothing that you could defend. I'm talking about to my brothers and sisters as Captain Black America. It's nothing about this you can defend. Nothing. And you can't politic your way out of this because ain't no politics to stop that woman from doing what she's doing. Showing the white woman something, showing you something. You can say, oh, it's just my choice. Well, I didn't want, they can come up with 100 excuses. In order for you to change this, you have to extremely micromanage with laws. You know what I'm saying? And fines and jail time for them not to be that way. It is taught in the home to treat us less than, to have a hatred for us. Every area in this country treat us less than. So I don't understand the Captain Black America. I don't. Because show me the area that we are doing great and we aren't being discriminated against. I'm not talking about nobody committing crimes. I'm talking about hardworking black people that get yourself up every day, go work to pay your bills. You discriminate on your jobs. You discriminate in housing. You discriminate in education. You discriminated with the police. You discriminated in the medical field and how we treat it. You discriminated in sports. The only time you can be something in sports is a player. You can't be a coach. You can't be a general manager. You can't be an owner of a team. You understand what I'm saying? As long as you run on the music industry, you can just be the rappers and the singers, but you can't be the CEOs. You can't do that. You can't run Hollywood. You can't do anything at all. They want to make sure to undercut and sabotage you in multiple ways. They can outright do it with racism. They can bring other people in with less education and put them above you and sabotage you with jobs. There's so many ways they do it. That's why I say we need to level the playing field by getting on the continent. That's how you level it, because these people are going to do that. Remember the last video we made, you try to sell your home, on average, you're losing $48,000 on average, just because you black. That is extremely sad. It's nothing you can defend on this. I'm talking about the Captain Black America. If you have a defense to this, tell me how you could defend this. Tell me how this blatant thing you saw in this video, give me a defense for it. And then once you say, well, we ain't gonna we built this country. This country was built by slavery involuntarily. I would say I built something when I do it with my own two hands because I choose to do so and I'm doing it proudly. That's when you could take pride and say, I built something. We were building things involuntarily, beaten, maimed, killed. I mean, when I read and listen to stories about black people, if they don't get a certain quota, they beaten half to death. So you can make money for these people. I can't take pride and say we built something. We don't even control it. What thing you build that you don't control? I don't take pride in saying we built anything as I'm looking more and more into our history. Our ancestors were buried here. They didn't want to be buried here. That wasn't a choice for them. They'd rather been in Africa where they was at already, doing their thing. Riding in the bottom of ships, being thrown overboard. Some sacrificed themselves not to come over here because they said death is better than bondage. Some of them in the ocean. Stop trying to romanticize our stories. Nothing to romanticize. The brutality of slavery, the brutality of Jim Crow, the brutality of everything that we ever dealt with is not nothing we need to romanticize. because none of the slaves wanted to come here. Everyone else comes to this country because they choose to, for whatever the reason they choose to. Our ancestors had no choice. They was ripped away from Africa to come over here. And the ones that was already over here, they were putting chains to work in this land involuntarily, because we was already traveling over here prior to Columbus even hitting the Caribbean. But the fact is, a lot of them were killed off, or a lot of them were put in slavery. So I have nothing about that. My ancestors was buried here. Your ancestors' bones have turned to dust, and the spirit of your ancestors is with the Lord. And the spirit of your ancestors and the Lord wants you to start looking at your situation. Have you ever thought, and I thought about this, maybe it's getting perpetually worse for us because maybe God's trying to tell us something? I know some of you, he's trying to tell us to fight. Fight on what? Seriously. One of you say, Phil, I like you, brother, but I'm really not liking some of the message you're putting out there because I'm putting out a message of reality. It's a reality message I'm putting out to you. Show me how you're going to fix this video that we just seen here. Show me how you're going to fix it for the millions upon millions of black people in America. Please show me how you fix it. You think the Democrats going to fix it? No. America works great for the Democrats. You think the Republicans going to fix it? No. It works great for them too. Why would they fix anything? It's no advantage for fixing anything for them. Democrat, Republican, they both got white privilege. It don't matter who's in office for them. So explain to me how you're going to fix it. I'll change my tune tonight. Explain to me how you're going to fix it for African Americans who are working hard every day. Why should our homes be devalued for the color of our skin? Let it be devalued because we tore the house up. It's not a good house. We didn't take care of it. That's fine. I get that. But show me how you're going to fix this video. Show me. You tell me. You tell me. I'm sick of watching us being sabotaged, man. For hundreds of years, that's all we've been doing, sabotage. Build Black Wall Street, they destroyed that. Build Rosewood, they destroyed that. We had a town around the area where Wall Street is at today in the New York area, destroyed it. The Central Park area, that was a town in the New York area. That was a town, black people. Take that. Everything we've ever built, they took and destroyed it. Taking all our land from us, farmland, millions upon millions of acres of land. They're taken away from us, destroyed and burned things down. How are you going to fix all that sabotage? Reparations, they don't want to pay it. Even if they did pay reparations, how is reparations going to stop the sabotage? We just have more money for them to take from us. The smartest thing to do with reparations is to take yourself and get you some homes on the continent. That'll be the smart thing to do, because they can't undercut you then. But y'all need to think a little bit of some of the things y'all saying. I know you want to romanticize some things about our past, but it's an ugly thing. Our past is very ugly, and they should never not know the brutality of slavery and what they done to us. Our ancestors didn't want to be on them plantations. You talking about we built America. Why do you think they had an underground railroad? Why do you think they had slave rebellions? Why do you think slaves ran away? They didn't want to be there building America. They didn't want to be there doing that crap. They weren't getting paid nothing. They were treated horribly. Y'all gotta stop it all that we built America crap like we benefiting and everything great for us. We have equal representation in the government, equal representation and with all the judges, equal representation on law enforcement, equal representation on mayors, governors. They don't have a black governor, not a one. Most of the mayors in this country don't look like us. I mean, come on, guys. I mean, we have to accept the harsh reality. We got to accept it. But leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about the situation with this particular video. But I know some of you just don't like to deal with that harsh reality. I know, but I got to give it to you, because if you don't have the harsh reality of what we're dealing with, nothing for us as a collective will change. Nothing. And that has to stop. That has to stop. We have to have some change. We have to start making some moves. We have to.